little side tangent, but I was thinking, has there been any YouTube channel that has been more screwed over by YouTube than I Hate Everything? I don't think there has. Like, I think it deserves at least an apology from someone at the YouTube headquarters, if you ask me, and like a gift basket full of all the money he's lost. And Mars bars. So, okay, I was going to talk about sort of an update between what's been going on between me and Derek Savage. I think we might be buddies, which was not how I was expecting this to go at all. So I guess I should stop calling him daddy. The day I posted the Midnight Stripper video, I tweeted to him, I made you a new cover for Birdie. Don't ask why. Do you like it? And then this was the picture I sent him. And then something that I did not expect to happen is that he freaking responded. This bird is drawn beautifully. The Birdie cover shown is only a demo. Thank goodness. Can you draw Jesus similar to what's there now? So I'm thinking, does he actually want like the picture by Harry Anderson, or does he want me to draw my own? So I send him a sketch and say, here's a sketch. Do you want the actual picture or my cartoony style? Sorry, I'm not good at people. He says, really, it looks nice so far. If it turns out cool and we make a deal, you'll full credit with your name in the book, which keep in mind was the main plan all along. And while I was drawing this, I kept thinking, oh man, I control him. I control him so bad I could do it. If I draw Jesus black, oh. But I decided not to do that, thinking that there's actually a small chance that he'll use my cover. I'm going to try and take this seriously. So I made this new cover. I made the bird's colors more brighter, and I'm going to be honest, there's a reason I don't draw people. I don't really like how it turned out. It looks like a cover for a cheesy self-published Christian kids book. So I guess I actually nailed it. Then he tells me to email him, so I'm not going to share all of the emails because I don't think that's what friends do. I email him, hi Derek, do you really like my cover? Are you actually going to use it? Is there anything you would like to change? And he takes a little while to respond, and I thought, oh geez, he's seen the video, he's watched it, deal's over. But then, surprise, surprise, he emails me. Hi, James. Good job, man. I've worked with a lot of illustrators, and I'm surprised how quickly you drew that and how nice it turned out. Thanks, man. He tells me to change some things on the cover. He also says that he needs me to sign a contract, which I know is technically the legal thing to do, but just take the cover, man. I'm not going to sue you. I just want to be a part of history. And at this point, I'm thinking, he's actually going to use my cover. He said, I know you were seeking the credit with no money, but I prefer to pay you at least $10 so you can buy lunch. See, now that just shows me that Derek Savage is not, he's an okay person. I think we're friends now, like I said. And I know I said I would do it for free, but yeah, after all those edits you made me do, I think I deserve $10. Okay says, but more importantly, you'll be able to state truthfully that you've had a paid professional job at illustrating children's books covers. Believe me, that can help you in the future to acquire more gigs. This whole situation... Derek, I'm not going to put this on a resume. Thank you, though. Then he tells me that he wants to get celebrities to read the book as an audiobook, and he's already got Vivica Fox to do one chapter. And I'm thinking, I could do that. I could read a chapter with Vivica Fox. He says, I need to know how old you are to make sure you can enter into a contractual agreement, and also where you are located. If you agree to the blah, 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 best, Derek Savage. So at this point, I don't know if he's seen the video. He hasn't followed me on Twitter, or should I say, Tweeter? I'm sorry, I gotta be nice now. But I bet at least one of you sent him a link to the video, you dirty snitch. So I don't know how to respond to him. Part of me wants to tell him that I want to get into voice acting and send him a link to like my ASMR video. But the other part of me was like, no, you can't tell him you make YouTube videos. What if he sees the Midnight Stripper video? So I respond, I send him all the edits, saved as PNGs because he wants to add his own background. So some info about me. I'm 19, I live in blah, blah, blah. Thanks so much for offering money. I'm a poor college student, so I'll take anything. Blah, 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 PayPal, how you can pay me. It's weird that I mentioned that I was going to give him my hard-earned money, but now the tables have turned and he's going to give me his hard-earned money. And then I say, but also, could you possibly send me a free copy of Birdie just so I can see my art on an actual book? And are you still interested in getting people to read an audiobook? I've been in the sound booth in my college and I really want to get into voice acting. I know I'm not totally famous, but I also draw cartoons and comics on the internet and they can be found on my Tapastic page. I don't know, I panicked. I didn't know how to tell him that I wanted to get into voice acting and that I'm semi-famous. I got featured on iFunny, so I'm a pretty big deal. So I linked him to my Tapastic page because I don't post videos on my Tapastic page, so I think we're good. Then he responds, I'm editing the film right now, which I didn't even talk about the film, so I'll check everything tomorrow, and you're over 18, so you can sign for yourself. There's a lot of kids on Cool Cat's Twitter forum, so I had to make sure you weren't a minor. And then he told me that he lives in Las Vegas, and I looked up on Google Maps, and Las Vegas is only 8 hours away by car from where I am. Like, if he ever found out my address, he could set aside an afternoon, and then him and Cool Cat can show up at my dorm one day. But me and Derek are cool now, so... Alex, can I come with you? You live in the UK, right? One of the biggest surprises to me is that teenagers and college One of the biggest surprises to me is that teenagers and college folk have really taken to Cool Cat. Do other students at your college know of Cool Cat? I'm sorry if you don't find this funny, but what is happening? I love how he didn't even respond to my request to read as an audiobook. I legitimately didn't know how to respond to this. There were two possible responses that I wanted to say. I would say, hey, Derek, let's stop playing these games. I made you a cover for Bible Birdie because I didn't want you to get mad at me for saying your other book was not that good. Here's a link to that video. I'm still interested in reading a chapter. But the other response I wanted to say was, I'm not sure if other students know of Cool Cat because I don't have that many friends. Which actually isn't that far from the truth, actually. I did not know how to respond, so I actually had to get my mom's help because I did not know what to say. Hi, Derek. Send the forms anytime you like, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, I learned about Cool Cat not from kids, but from the internet. You're lucky that you've hit that sweet spot of publicity where kids like your stuff for the content and adults like it for its quirky nature and humor. A lot of websites would kill for that sort of attention. And I showed my group of friends Cool Cat, and they seemed to like it. So then he sends me an email the next day, and I think he wants me to change the old Midnight Stripper video, which, I'm sorry, Derek, I'm not going to do that. I think he has a problem with me saying that he uses a copyrighted cover, which I didn't really say that you used a copyrighted cover. I was just saying that Jesus' picture was from a Mormon painting. And he said that my read was bad, but I was just reading your book, Derek. I'm sorry. I thought I made it a little more interesting with my cartoons. But I decided not to change that video, and I'm going to make this update video instead. I think he has a problem with me saying that his cover was copyrighted, which, okay, you guys, it's not anymore. Okay? Derek, if you're watching this, yeah. Post-production update. Look, on the Bible Birdie website, there's my picture right here. And there's the little logo and everything. That's my cover. Here's his background. And look, right here on the bottom, cover drawn by James. No last name.